Assalamualaikum and good day to the panel of this workshop. Mr. Muhammad Faizul Hafiz bin A. Razak from Institut Pendidikan Guru Kampus Ipoh, Puan Nur Fadilah binti Abdul Jalil from Institut Pendidikan Guru Kampus Perempuan Melayu, the organizer, and finally, ladies and gentlemen. This is our DLO and PDL presentation for this professional workshop. My name is Dr. Mardiana binti Idris from IPGK Campus Temanggung Ibrahim, and my team members are Siti Syamizatul Fiza binti Abdul Paris Khan and Zuliani binti Kamaruddin. Before I proceed, please allow me to explain the structure of our presentation. On the screen is a screenshot of one of our DLOs. Please bear in mind all our DLOs are work in progress since we have just started 5 weeks ago. I will explain the planning, the progress, and the expected outcomes of our DLOs based on the new Pedagogies for Deep Learning or KPPB and its corresponding models or framework. Our planning stage involves understanding the course information. We have decided to combine TSLB 3152, Digital Innovation in Teaching and Learning, TSLB 3163, Curriculum Studies, and EDUP 3083, Leadership and Teacher Professional Development, as our interdisciplinary DLOs. The anchor for our DLOs is TSLB 3152. During our first meeting together, we scrutinized the course learning outcomes for each course and decided on the essential questions and the big idea. We also planned the Continuous Assessment Tasks or GST for the courses, the process and products, as well as the pedagogy for the courses. For pedagogy, we plan to focus more on project-based learning and backward design. These are the learning outcomes for TSLB 3152, TSLB 3163, and EDUP 3083. After our discussion on the 6th of August 2023, we decided to integrate Learning Outcome 4 from TSLB 3152 with Learning Outcome 5 from TSLB 3153 and Learning Outcome 2 from EDUP 3083. These learning outcomes are interconnected sequentially in their continuous assessment tasks for each course. Based on the learning outcomes, we focus on the essential questions for each course. For TSLB 3152, the essential question is how does digital innovation impact the quality of teaching and learning? For TSLB 3163, the essential question is to what extent curriculum evaluation and curriculum change influence the innovation process? And for EDUP 3083, how do teachers overcome the issues and current challenges in teaching and learning? These essential questions lead to our big idea. The big idea for our DLO and PDL is leading digitally innovative classroom practitioners towards sustainable education. The keywords in our big idea stem from the 3 courses which we have chosen to merge. The word leading reflects the teacher as the leader in the classroom as espoused in EDUP 3083. Digitally innovative classroom practitioners refer to the aims of TSLB 3152, and sustainable education captures the essence in TSLB 3163. Now, we move on to continuous assessment process and product. During our planning stage, we decided to focus on project report in TSLB 3152, reflective essay in TSLB 3163, and report writing in EDUP 3083. Each task corresponds with the learning outcomes identified earlier, and the process in producing a digital innovation requires knowledge and skills from TSLB 3163 and EDUP 3083. Thus, learners need to identify issues and current challenges in ELT, then reflect on the impact of curriculum change and innovation. This will in turn leads to the production of digital innovation, and finally, learners have to evaluate the innovation. This is the timeline for the completion of our DLO and PDL. In September and October 2023, lecturers and the learners as co-designers will complete the DLO and PDL before the showcase and colloquium. In December, the DLO and PDL will be updated for future use. In terms of progress, we have created 3 interlinked DLOs for TSLB 3152, TSLB 3163, and EDUP 3083. These DLOs share the same structure whereby it has the following sections. Number 1, an overview to the course information, topics and assessment. Number 2, deep learning domain. Number 3, digital innovation products or leadership products or curriculum related products. Number 4, evaluation and reflection. Number 5, references. And finally, number 6, metadata. On the screen is the screenshot of the welcome page for TSLB 3152, which shows the structure of the DLO. This DLO was built based on the student learning model and deep learning model in NPDL. Student learning model is applied when the lecturers and the students discuss the responsibilities in building the DLO and establishing mutual agreement in setting up the DLOs. In applying the deep learning model, students get to learn how to integrate pedagogical practices, learning partnerships, learning environments, and leveraging digital. In the DLO, EEE framework is also applied. Extend, enhance, and engage are applied to the activities and assessments in the DLOs. On the screen is a screenshot of the game produced by one of the co-designers to assess users' understanding of triological learning model using GamiLab. The software has not been taught in class, but the learner is able to explore beyond classroom walls to experiment and apply new skills found on the digital world. The DLO utilizes the RRR in the activities prescribed for the users as well in the teaching and learning in the classroom. On the screen is samples of collaborative activities using Google Documents and comment functions for reflective thoughts, apply knowledge to real problem, and build relationships as they work on the task together. Students were also involved in completing a survey for the 2027 curriculum. The 6 C's are also applied when we develop the DLOs. On the screen is a screenshot of one of the activities in TSLB 3163. In the process of developing these DLOs, it builds their character because one needs to persevere in the continuous process of updating the DLOs. Citizenship is developed when they engage with others on a global platform such as YouTube and international competition. Collaboration is achieved when these learners become co-designers in building the DLOs. In terms of communication, learners do not only learn to communicate face-to-face, but also learn to communicate virtually through DLO building. Without a shadow of doubt, creativity and critical thinking have indeed been nurtured and enhanced when learners have to decide on the layout, the content, and the appropriate graphics for the DLOs. Since our group is still progressing in the development of the DLOs, these are the expected outcomes. Firstly, at the end of the semester, 3 interlinked DLOs would have been completed and updated. Secondly, students and lecturers would have received experience and gaining feedback from the International Innovation Competition in Education 2023. On the screen is the acceptance letters received by participants to participate in the competition. Thirdly, students would have been able to market their digital innovation products in e-commerce platforms such as Shopee, Carousel, and Amazon. To conclude, we are still working on our DLOs and thus there are still room for improvement. Our DLOs are developed based on the new pedagogies for deep learning, in which we apply lecturers' clarity of the course information for TSLB 3152, TSLB 3163, and EDUP 3083, student learning model, deep learning model, 3E, 3R, and 6C. We hope that the feedback we received today will be helpful for us to develop better DLOs. With that, I thank you.